System Foxtrot is a small box which is installed into a switch box in a technical room in the house. It means that the expert company will discuss all customers' requirements and what the system should control in their house. We have designed it so it would be universal and that it could control everything in the house. From standard things such as lighting, blinds, heating, safety system, to things that will come in future, for example photovoltaic, energy accumulation and so on. The magic of the home automation with Foxtrot lies in that a majority of activities and technologies in the house are controlled automatically. It means that customers enjoy their lives and don't have to manage and control what Foxtrot does for them.
Right now, we are sitting in a living room. How can I control the Foxtrot system?
Well, let's say we are going to control lighting, which we can turn on and off by a switch. But if we're sitting here, we cannot reach the switch. But we might have a tablet or a smartphone or something like a remote controller near us. It can be controlled on the TV. So I just press lights and dim it here, and the same can be done from a mobile phone.
So it means I don't have to get up from the couch at all?
No, you don't have to if you have the phone on you.
We are in a conference room and it makes me feel that there is not much to do with the lights here.
Well, I would say that quite the contrary, as in this meeting room there are several kinds of lights, and that means to set the right atmosphere in such a room, it would mean to make several clicks or tasks or several motions in the room. This way, in one click, I am able to set the scene for some presentation or for a meeting in a different click. So we can save quite a lot of time, and of course, we can work with different effects very easily. So it's not only about one touch when multiple tasks are performed, but of course I can set different scenes, and then by one click and by holding it I can save it to a memory.
As a woman, I was fascinated that lights can change the color.
Yes, that's true. Of course, playing with lights is one of the biggest benefits with user tries every day, and of course he experiences it on his own as it's very visually pleasant and naturally very easy. That means that a random scene or color can be saved by one click and then again can be used anytime, again by one click, and you can set the perfect colorful atmosphere.
For a woman, house temperature is the most important. When I get up in the morning, I want to feel warm, but at the same time, I want to save money at night. How can I do that?
So firstly, you can set so-called schedule program, when you define at what time it should start heating, what temperature you want, and then you save it and you create your own regular heating schedule. And then you leave it for the program, and Foxtrot will do what you have programmed. And of course, you can turn ad hoc, turn the heating up and down as you need, or to set it to a holiday mode when temperatures are different.
That means I can easily program, let's say for example my working week, and the system will do everything for me.
Exactly, that is the simplification. The system can also check the weather forecast as well, as it can adjust your requirements according to the forecast.
It's summer months. It always happens that when I come home, it is too hot inside and I have to use air conditioning. How can I save money?
Well, imagine that you have blinds and the Foxtrot system knows when the sun is shining, so it shouldn't let the heat in, but it shuts the blinds down and prevents the interior from heating.
And how does the system work in winter?
Basically, exactly the opposite. You want the sunshine to get in and to accumulate energy and heat the room, so the system opens the blinds. And then there are other weather conditions, such as windy weather, so the system shuts the blinds so they won't get damaged. Or if you have your window open, the blinds are pulled up so the droughts cannot damage them.
Simply smart. Does Foxtrot allow me to set a time schedule for the blinds?
Of course, you can easily set the fixed time when all blinds should be pulled up, for example in the morning or evening, but there are also other possibilities. It can behave according to dawn in different seasons or intensity of street lights, so you can control the intensity of light in the room by blinds and the Foxtrot.
I've noticed that when you switch the TV on, the blinds were automatically shut down. How come?
Well, it is because Foxtrot can control the blinds, not only according to lights and heating, but as well as when TV is switched on, and at the same time, you want to have semi-darkness, so Foxtrot performs it as part of already programmed scene.
Each time when I come home, I always have to put a code into our security system. What happens when I do that?
That's the first signal for Foxtrot, which communicates with the security system, and it can be a signal to pull up the blinds, switch the lights on in the hallway, or to play music.
What does the system do when I leave the house?
It responds in reverse. It encodes the security system, shuts the blinds down, switches the lights off, turns the heating off, and the house is set to a quiet mode.
I have one more question. What if I have a different system than Paradox?
There are more security system providers, but Foxtrot is an open system, so it communicates with all the main systems on the market and can be adjusted to communicate with less known brands.
Foxtrot is really great as it can simplify our lives in terms of lighting and heating. Can it also protect us and our family?
Yes, it can. With the help of cameras, it can watch over if you, for example, leave your child unattended somewhere else than you are, so the system monitors the situation and you can check what's happening on your phone, tablet or TV, and you can see your child. So yes, it can protect you and your family in this sense.